Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how I make my fantail shell stitch fingerless gloves. The written pattern is on my blog. I've put a link down here in the description. This is more of a visual aid to go alongside the written pattern, as I know not everybody likes flat written, so I'm going to assume you know quite a lot of the stitches already. I will explain what I'm doing as I go along, but should hopefully get you there. Okay. So those are the gloves. You're going to need a pair of scissors for cutting your yarn, a wide-eyed yarn needle for weaving in your ends. Today I'm using a 4mm crochet hook. Totally up to you what size hook you use. All depends on your yarn and how much give. Lots more information about that is actually in my blog. I just personally find the 4mm is a really good universal fit. So my advice is, depending on your yarn, try the gloves on your wrist as you go to ensure that it's still fitting nicely. The yarn I'm using today is Signet Boho Spirit. This colourway is Moonbeam. It is absolutely lovely yarn. It's nice and soft, wee bit hairy, but that works perfectly for snuggly gloves. Okay, so let's begin. Create a slip knot and pop it on your hook. Now, I personally like using foundation single crochet to start my projects. If you are unsure of how to do this, there are lots and lots of YouTube videos on how to do it, etc, etc. I will try and show you what I'm doing, but obviously with hairy yarn and the bright pink, it's often quite hard to see. So if you don't like using foundation single crochet or you're a bit confused about it, you can substitute this for just doing a standard chain. Do 29 chains, and then into the second hook from your chain, put 28 single crochets all the way around. So you can substitute it, but I personally just prefer the finish a foundation single crochet gives you. So to do your foundation single crochet, you're going to chain 2. And then you're going to put your hook into that first chain, but not just the top bit of it. You need to try and catch that little back loop as well. This little first bit is a bit tricky, so you're just kind of splitting the yarn so you're getting through 2 loops on your hook like that. So you'll have this sort of weird little knotty mess, and you're going to yarn over and pull through those 2 loops, which are the chain. Now pull it up so it's sort of the same height as the hook, you loop on your hook, sorry. You want to keep this nice and loose really. So you're going to yarn over and just pull through 1, which forms the chain section. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through those final 2, which forms the single crochet. Like so. So that's 1. So again, put your hook under both loops of the bottom. Yarn over, pull it through, and pull that loop up a bit, just to give yourself a bit more wriggle room. And you're going to yarn over, pull through 1. That's the chain section. And then you finish off by forming the single crochet by pulling through the final 2 loops. That's 2. You're going to need 28 of these in total. So carry on until you have 28. So you will have 28 foundation single crochet. Now you're going to join them with a slip stitch to form a circle. So you've got to be really careful at this stage just to keep an eye on what's the top of your stitches and what's the bottom chain that you've been forming, because it's really easy to twist. So you're going to flip it like so, keep your hook there, and you're going to stretch it out so it's all still flat. Bring it round. And you're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of that first foundation single crochet you did. in there, like so. So now you are going to chain 2. Now this does not count as a stitch. It's just a nice way to fill in the little gap you get when you work in rounds. So now you're going to put a double crochet in the same place where you slip stitched. So right there. So you're going to yarn over, go into the stitch, catch the yarn at the back, come through. So you've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the final 2. That's a double crochet. And you're going to put a double crochet in every single one of your stitches around, so you will have 28 double crochet by the end of this first round. Okay, now to finish this round, you're going to slip stitch to the top of that first double crochet that you did. Ignore the chain 2, there's your chain 2, 1, 2. Ignore that and you're going to slip stitch directly to the top of the double crochet. Like so. So you can see that chain 2 fills in that gap nicely. Don't worry about this, you'll have like a little sort of bobbly bit. That you can weave in the yarn end at the end to give a nice neat finish there. Okay, so chain 2, and then just lift your loop up, take it off for a second, because now is a really good time just to try it on your wrist, just to double check the fit. So let's just do that now. You want to make sure it's got enough stretch to get over your sort of thumb section when you're working like this. There you go. Perfect. Okay, good. Moving on. Now you know it's going to fit, and that's the important bit. Okay, so just like before, you're going to ignore that chain 2, and you're going to put your double crochet directly into that same place where you just came from. And you're going to do 28 double crochet all the way around, and you're going to slip stitch to the top of that double crochet. So into the same place. And then go all the way around again, making sure that you have 28 stitches. So that's 28. And once again, ignore that initial chain 2, and you're joining to the top of your first double crochet. So now you are going to do that exact same thing 5 more times so that you end up with 7 rows of double crochet. So chain 2, doesn't count as a stitch, double crochet in every stitch around, and keep going. So now you have 7 rows of 28 double crochet in the round. So this is what we're going to do next is this row here, which sets up the correct multiple for the fantail shell stitch pattern itself. So the fantail shell stitch is based on a multiple of 10. So rather than just taking it from 28 to 30, that's not going to give you much give because obviously your hand is narrow and then it widens out here. So we're actually going to take this 8th row of double crochet up to a count of 40. So you're going to chain 2 just as before, and just as before it does not count as a stitch, and you're going to do 1 double crochet in that same spot. And then you're going to do another double crochet in the next stitch. So you've got 2 double crochet. And then you are going to do double crochet in one stitch, increase in the next, double crochet, increase, double crochet, increase, all the way around until the final 2 stitches. So 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then an increase, which is 2 in the next one. It's a single double crochet in that one, and then 2 of them in the next. So you're going to increase 1, 2, double crochet, increase, double crochet, increase, all the way around until the final 2 stitches. Okay, so now you've got 2 stitches left, no more increases, just a double crochet in one, double crochet in the next. And you'll have 40 double crochet in total. And then you're going to slip stitch to the top of your first double crochet. So you can see that it's now flaring out nicely to accommodate this section of your hand. So now we're going to move on to actually doing the fantail shell stitch itself. So no more double crochets for a minute. You're going to chain 1 and you're going to put a single crochet directly where you just did your chain 1 and slip stitch join. So right in the same place, do a single crochet. And then you're going to chain 1, skip a stitch, and put a single crochet in the next. Then you are going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and in this 4th stitch here, you're going to put 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. And then 3 more double crochets in that same place, which is your first shell. 2, 3. And then you're going to skip 3 stitches and put a single crochet in that 4th one along. Chain 1, skip a stitch, single crochet. Skip 3 and pop another shell in. So that's 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochet, all in the same place. Like this. skip 3, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, skip 3, 3 double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet, all in that same stitch. Skip 3, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet. And then you're going to have enough room just for one more shell. So skip 3 and 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. And then you're going to slip stitch to your first double crochet. Single crochet, sorry. First single crochet for the beginning of the round. And then you're going to also slip stitch into that chain 1 space. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 shells. So now you are going to chain 3, which counts as 1/2 double crochet and a chain 1. So chain 2 for your half double crochet, chain 1 for your chain 1, and then you're going to put a half double crochet into the same chain 1 space. So yarn over through 3 loops, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. You're going to chain 3, and you're going to put a single crochet in that chain 1 space in between your double crochets of the shell, so right in the top of it. Chain 3, and in this chain 1 space in between your single crochets, you're going to do a half double crochet V-stitch. So half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, all in the same place. Chain 3, single crochet in the top of your shell. Chain 3, half double crochet V-stitch in between your little single crochets down here. Half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the top of your shell, chain 3, half double crochet V-stitch in the chain 1 space between your single crochets, chain 3, single crochet in the top of your last shell, chain 3, and then you're going to slip stitch into the second chain of that chain 3 that you did. So 1, 2. And then slip stitch into the space. If you can. You are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, which counts as a double crochet. Chain 1, and you're going to put 3 double crochets all into this V-stitch space. 1, 2, 3. So you've got sort of half a shell. And then you're going to put a single crochet into this chain 3 space here. Chain 1. Skip this single crochet and put another single crochet in the chain 3 space. Then into your V here, you're going to put a full shell. So 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, all in that same space. Single crochet in this chain 3 space here, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 3 space. Shell into your half double crochet V stitch. Single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 3 space. Full shell into your half double crochet V stitch. Oh, my fridge has just burst into life. Single crochet in your chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 3 space, and then you're going to end with 2 double crochets right back in the beginning in between those V's. Oh, half double crochet, sorry. So 2 double crochets to finish the round. There's 1, there's 2. And you're going to slip stitch to, if you can kind of see, it's quite difficult because of course I've got to white, into the 3rd chain of your initial chain 4. Oh, no, that's my 4th. And then you're going to slip stitch into the space. So you're at the top of the shell. So you can see how the shells sit in between each other. That. Okay, so next round, chain 1 and put a single crochet in that same space. Chain 3 and you're going to put a half double crochet V stitch into this chain 1 space in between your single crochets. So half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, chain 3, put a single crochet in the top of your shell, chain 3, half double crochet V stitch in that chain 1 space, chain 3, single crochet in the chain 1 space at the top of your shell, chain 3, half double crochet V stitch in that chain 1 space between your single crochets, chain 3, single crochet in the top of your shell, chain 3, half double crochet V stitch. Chain 3. And you're going to end with a slip stitch to your first single crochet. Okay, chain 1, and then you're going to put a single crochet in this chain 3 space. full shell into your V-stitch. So it's 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, all in the same place. Single crochet in your chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 3 space. Full shell into your V-stitch. Single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain space. Full shell into your half double crochet V-stitch. Chain 1, 3 double crochets in there as well. Not entirely sure why I just decided to say chain 1. Single crochet in your chain 3 space. Now chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 3 space, full shell in the next V-stitch space. And then you are going to end on a single crochet in this last chain 3 space, chain 1, and slip stitch to your first single crochet of the round. So you've got first 3 rows of shells. So now we are going to split for the thumbhole. This seems to be the bit that's thrown most people with the written pattern. So I will try and show you as closely as I can what I'm doing. We're no longer going to be working in rounds, we're going to be working back and forth. So start with chain 3, which counts as 1 half double crochet and a chain 1 of your V-stitch section. Then you're going to put a half double crochet into this space just behind where you've come from. So in here. So back in here. Chain 3, single crochet into the top of the shell, chain 3, V-stitch to your chain 1 space, half double crochet V-stitch, sorry, chain 3, single crochet in the top of your shell, chain 3, half double crochet V-stitch to that chain 1 space, chain 3, single crochet into the top of that shell, chain 3, half double crochet V-stitch into your chain 1 space, chain 3, single crochet into the top of that shell, chain 3. Now we end this slightly differently. You should be back to where you've got your first little V-stitch, and into that same space I want a V-stitch half double crochet. So half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet. So this is where you started. This is where you start to split the gloves for the thumb row. So now you're going to turn your work. Oops, and knock the camera. So chain 3, and you're going to put 2 double crochets into this half double crochet V-stitch. So that chain 3 counts as a stitch. 1, 2. Then you're going to put a single crochet into this chain 3 space. Chain 1. Single crochet into the next chain 3 space. And then into this half double crochet V-stitch from before, put a full shell. So 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. Single crochet in your chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 3 space, full shell into your next half double crochet V-stitch, single crochet into the chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet to the next chain 3 space, full shell into your next half double crochet V-stitch. I've got to come up with a better name that isn't such a mouthful for that. Single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 3 space, and then you're going to end on just 3 double crochets into your last half double crochet V-stitch space. So just 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to turn and knock the camera. So you can see that where we split for the thumb, you'll have 2 sort of half shells at the beginning. Because if they were together, it would be like a full shell, like the one below. So working back the other way now, chain 1, and put a single crochet into the top of your last double crochet. So essentially right where you are. Put a single crochet in there. Then you're going to chain 3. Just as before, you're going to put the half double crochet V-stitch, chain 3, single crochet to the top of the shell, all the way around until you get to the end. Chain 3. Single crochet in the top of your shell, chain 3, half double crochet V-stitch, chain 3, single crochet in the top of the shell, chain 3, half double crochet V-stitch thing. What can I call that? Chain 3, single crochet into the top of your shell, chain 3, half double crochet V-stitch, chain 3, and then you're going to end the row with a single crochet into the top of your chain 3 from the row below. turn. It's getting harder to show you what I'm doing back here. Chain 1, and then you're going to put a single crochet right on top of that single crochet you just did. And you're going to put a full shell into the next half double crochet V-stitch. Single crochet and chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 3 space, full shell in the next half double crochet V-stitch. Single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 3 space, full shell to your half double crochet V stitch. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet just as before, full shell, and then end with a single crochet on top of your single crochet from the row below. So you can see how you're still maintaining the pattern, but just with a gap. You'll also notice that turning the rows, the more you go, you don't actually notice that some are the back, some are the front, especially with this sort of hairy yarn, because just to glance at, they all look exactly the same. You wouldn't know that we were turning our work. Okay, so chain 3. And then put a half double crochet in that single crochet you just did. Chain 3, single crochet into the chain 1 space of the shell, chain 3, half double crochet V-stitch, chain 3, glare at your daughter as she comes in the room. Laugh as she reverses back out again. Sorry. And then put a single crochet in the top of your shell. Chain 3. And she has a squeaky door. Half double crochet V-stitch. Teenage daughter is not compulsory for this pattern. Chain 3, if anything, it's probably a hindrance. Single crochet in the top of your shell. Chain 3, half double crochet V-stitch, chain 3, single crochet to the top of your shell, chain 3, and end with a half double crochet V-stitch into the top of that single crochet that you did on the row below. Turn your work. Chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and then 2 more double crochets into your half double V-stitch. Chain 1, single crochet, then chain 1, single crochet. This is all going to pot now my daughter's home. Full shell into the V-stitch. Single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 3 space, full shell, chain, I don't know why I keep saying that, single crochet into the chain 3 space, chain 1, and then single crochet to the next chain 3 space, full shell. Single crochet into the chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet to the next chain 3 space, and end with 3 double crochet into your V-stitch on the end here. Turn your work. Now we've got quite a large thumb gap. So this row, we're going to go back to joining rows. So we're going to be joining at the end of this one. So chain 1, put a single crochet into the top of that double crochet you just did. Chain 3, half double crochet, V-stitch into that chain 1 space. Chain 3, single crochet to the top of your shell, chain 3, half double crochet, V-stitch, chain 3, single crochet to the top of your shell, chain 3, half double crochet, V-stitch, then chain 3, single crochet into the top of your shell, chain 3, half double crochet, V-stitch, chain 3, and then a single crochet to the top of your chain 3 from the row below. But don't turn. You're going to be slip stitching, see if I can show you nice and clearly, to that first double crochet you did in this row. So just pop a little slip stitch to join it back up again. Now chain 1, and put a single crochet into this chain 3 space here. Full shell, single crochet to your chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet, full shell, single crochet to the chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet to the next chain 3 space, full shell into your half double V-stitch, single crochet to chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet, full shell to this V-stitch here, and then a single crochet into this chain 3 space, chain 1, and then you're going to slip stitch. Ignoring your chain 1, you're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet of the row. So you've joined, you've got your thumb gap, you're back to working in rounds. So you're going to chain 3, and then like when we split for the thumb rows back down here, you're going to put a half double into this space that you just created. So you're sort of going back on yourself. So into there. So you've got your V. And just like before, chain 3, single crochet to the top of the shells, chain 3, half double crochet V-stitch, chain 3, single crochet to the top of the shell, chain 3, half double crochet V-stitch, chain 3, single crochet to the top of the shell, chain 3, half double crochet V-stitch thingy, chain 3, single crochet to the top of the shell, chain 3, and then slip stitch to, if you can kind of find it, the second chain of that very first, third chain, and then slip into the gap. Right, so we're about to do the very final round of the gloves. So you're nearly there, you've nearly got a full glove going on. Now I found that your hand, as we've been making it come out, around your fingers, you want it to be a little bit more snug. So I'm going to do this slightly differently just because it's a final round and it'll pull everything in a little bit just to make it a nicer fit. So you are going to chain 3 and then put 2 double crochets into that space. Chain 1 and put 3 more double crochets all into the same space. So you're effectively creating and starting with a full shell. Single crochet into the chain 3 space. Do not chain 1, just put another single crochet straight into the next space. just by omitting that chain 1. It just pulls it in ever so slightly, but it makes such a difference to the fit. Full shell. Single crochet, do not chain 1, single crochet, full shell, single crochet in your chain 3 space. Do not chain 1, instead straight into another single crochet in the next chain 3 space. Full shell. Hopefully you didn't just hear my daughter burping in the background. If you did, I apologise, but I am so close to finishing this glove that there is no way I'm starting this video again, just to omit my disgusting teenage daughter in the background. So, last 2 stitches, single crochet in your chain 3 space. Do not chain 1, single crochet, and then you're going to slip stitch to the 3rd chain right at the top of where you started in the beginning. Little slip stitch, and then finally you can bring in your scissors that have been waiting in the wings all this time. Leave yourself a decent length tail, pull that through, and then you can weave this end in, and of course don't forget your original end, and you can try on your glove. There you go. Oh dear. So you've now got your matching glove for its little buddy over here. Hopefully this tutorial, sort of how-to, sort of crochet along made sense. I apologise for all the hiccups and the rambling as I went. Clearly I am wildly uncomfortable with the sound of my own voice and filming my own hands. Anyway, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask either here on the comments section, leave a comment on my blog. You can find me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm all over the place, really. So feel free to drop me a message. I have plans to do a little video what's-its to go with the other 3 patterns that I have on my blog. I've got another pair of gloves there, puff stitch ones. I've got all sorts, little jellyfish, you name it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm impressed you made it this far, and I shall see you again soon. Bye!